Dr. Moore, based on your analysis, did Mr. Depp's finger injury happen as a result of a vodka bottle being thrown at him?
Well, the medical data is inconclusive. It's not consistent with what we see in the described injury pattern or in the clinical photographs.
The defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is now in its final days. Closing arguments are set for the end of the week, but in the meantime, more big names could be sounding off. Kate Moss, supermodel, will reportedly testify along with a dozen other witnesses for Depp's legal team. Heard's lawyers, they were planning to call Johnny Depp to the witness stand again today, but then they changed course suddenly, last minute. Heard is defending herself against allegations that she defamed Depp by describing herself as a, quote, public figure representing domestic abuse. She's also countersuing for $100 million. In fact, now Johnny Depp says she accused him and also abused him. Both have denied each other's allegations. Let's bring in Sandra Spurgeon tonight. She's a trial attorney based in Dallas, Texas. Sandra, a last-minute change. Over the weekend, everyone was saying Amber Heard's team is about to call Johnny Depp to the stand. They're going to see if they can just get him. And then suddenly he's not going on the stand. Why do you think that is?
Well, I call that the drop and roll. I think that the original thought was to call him during their case in chief. But I believe that the way that the testimony has come in, I think that they understand that Depp has been very prepared during this trial. And I think that you can't put uncertainty in front of a jury at this point, certainly not in front of the cameras. And I think that the public perception, the drama that's going on in the courtroom, his smiling, I think that they believe that they may lose ground if they put him on the stand.
So you think he's come across as likable in court?
I think it's been an intentional, concerted effort to make him likable. I think that the video that they showed of him during the height of his abuse certainly made him an undesirable character. I mean, it's one thing to read about it, but it's another thing to have seen the video and to think about that moment of being perhaps in the same room with him. So I think that they've done a very nice job of making him likable, and that is in an intentional, concerted effort with trial consultants watching that. His obvious touching of his female co-counsel, that's not by accident either. They're making him appear desirable to other women, likable, that lovable character that we all once knew.
Okay. And then, I don't know if you saw this article. Michelle Goldberg, she's a progressive columnist at the New York Times. She wrote this article that got a lot of traffic online. It was called Amber Heard and the Death of MeToo. And in this article, she says, quote, if she's not a psychopath, she's the casualty of a truly sadistic reputational hit job. Ouch. What is going on with Amber Heard, do you think?
I think they both have lost. I think that the trial of public perception is growing, but what the ultimate outcome and fallout may be for both of them, particularly Ms. Heard, I think that she has taken some hits regarding her reputation. I think that poop on the bed, I don't think that that's I just don't know how anybody can overcome that. I think the fact that she publicly said she donated the funds when she didn't. Trial is all about, it's really theater, but most importantly, it's about credibility. And I think that when you begin losing credibility, when you start, there were 3 or 4 points during her cross-examination that the public perception just really turned with her. She clearly was angling, I believe, to elevate her public persona as a victim in the public eye, to promote her stardom, if you will, and that has backfired. I think that has backfired against her.
Wow, spectacularly if that was the case. Domestic abuse is at the core of this. I mean, it doesn't get more sensitive than domestic abuse, And Depp's friends and exes, they've been there saying he is an addict. He lashes out. He throws wine bottles, his ex-girlfriend Ellen Barkin said. Yet we've seen this major domestic abuse organization called Mission NGO come out in his favor. Of course, we know men can be victims of abuse, but is Johnny Depp the victim here?
I think that the jury has heard enough testimony that they could likely find that there was mutual abuse. I think that there could not have been a more public display of a toxic relationship than what we have seen over the last 2 to 3 weeks with this trial.
Well, this could be a decisive week. Everything seemingly to lead up to this, and it's just gotten uglier by the day. Sandra Spurgeon, thank you for helping us understand what we're dealing with here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.